So probably for like the first 2 years of my fitness journey of learning how to lift, learning how to build muscle, learning how to work out of the gym, I really was just fucking around. I knew that I needed to go in there and that I needed to get work done, but I didn't necessarily understand the concept of progressive overload, which is literally just a fancy word for how to do more week upon week upon week and how to continue to improve week upon week upon week in order to stimulate the muscles to grow. And so my intention with this video is to introduce the concept of progressive overload so that you don't waste time like I wasted in the gym fucking around because I didn't know what the heck I was doing. I kind of learned what I understand about progressive overload from the gains gods of YouTube, Jeff Nippard, Dr. Mike Israetel, Omar Isuf, and I feel like, I don't know, women in the space need to hear it from other women that we need to train smarter instead of harder. And I really do believe that this concept is what has been driving my growth the past year. I feel like this past year, I've been making some of the best muscle gain growth and strength growth that I've made since I've started. And I've been doing this for almost 4 years now. Damn, I've been doing this for 4 years now. So please don't fuck around like I did. Watch this video and let's talk about what the heck progressive overload is. Like I already explained, progressive overload... I can't talk today. Progressive overload is just the concept of, in order to grow the muscle, in order to strengthen the muscle, you have to demand a new stimulus from it. Because think about it. If we're just doing the same thing over and over and over again, the muscle will grow, it will adapt, and that load that you are currently lifting, the amount of work that you are currently doing is no longer difficult. That's fucking awesome because our body literally just adapted to make the work easier for us. So it's funny because we think that the longer you're in the gym, it's like it's going to get easier, but no. We always need to continue to push harder and harder and harder in order to continue to drive growth. So there's more than one way to apply progressive overload. The more obvious ones are you're either going up in weight over time, you're literally getting stronger so you can push more weight. You're doing more reps than last time, or you're doing more volume overall. You're doing more sets than last time. These are the more like obvious forms of progressive overload where like I'm writing down my training notes and I'm like, yes, like I'm doing more than last time. But here's the thing. The less obvious forms of progressive overload are just as important, if not more important, especially as I've experienced, as I've gotten stronger and stronger. Like when you're making newbie gains, you're basically going up in weight and going up in reps, going up in sets, like week after week after week, and it's super motivating. But as you get stronger, you start realizing that you don't show up the same every week. Some weeks you show up weaker than other weeks. And bro, I cannot tell you how many workouts I've pissed away because I was salty that I couldn't lift as heavy as I wanted to. But the thing is, I didn't realize that I was holding myself back from seeing more growth because I just threw away that workout that I could have pushed myself hard in and I could have stimulated more muscle growth. You know what I mean? I could have trained close to failure, but because I was so fixated on the obvious forms of progressive overload, like going up in weight or going up in reps, I kind of held myself back from doing what matters most, which is training 2 to 3 reps shy of failure, okay? So this is when the less obvious forms of progressive overload can be really crucial because, for example, maybe I wasn't able to go up in weight, but I was able to spend more time under tension is the first one. So maybe I performed my reps with more control. Maybe I performed my reps more slowly at that same weight. So maybe I didn't go up in reps and I didn't go up in weight, but I performed these reps with better form, better control, better mind to muscle, the MMC, the mind muscle connection. So maybe this week I didn't go up in weight or reps, but god damn it, the burn that I felt in my quads was like no other. Though these are also forms of progress, or the weight is moving better, or the weight is moving faster. So maybe I'm doing the same number of weight, but like, damn, I felt like that was moving faster. It felt like I didn't have to push as hard to get that weight to move. You can also pause. I know a lot of people like to like pause at the bottom of their repetition to make it more difficult. Like there's so many ways to make a set more difficult that doesn't necessarily include going up in weight or going up in reps. There's more than one way of proving to yourself that you are getting better and better from day to day. That doesn't necessarily mean you're going up in weight or going up in reps. So recently I've really been enjoying paying closer attention to each rep that I perform, each set that I perform. And if it happens to be a day where I'm not feeling so hot, I'm not feeling stronger, I can at least focus on a better mind to muscle connection. I can at least focus on pushing as close to failure as I can, and I can focus on performing each rep with form and control. So no rep goes to waste, no workout goes to waste. Damn. So yeah, maybe when you're a newer lifter, you're going up in weight and reps like every single week. But when you're a more seasoned lifter, you've been doing it for a couple years, you have a good bit of experience under your belt, maybe you won't progress in weight or reps every week, but maybe you'll progress every 2 to 4 weeks. So yeah, what's the best way to track progressive overload? The best way to me, dude, of tracking progressive overload is going to be keeping training notes. Now, I keep everything I keep it on Google Sheets. So you can see I'm clicking the app. I'm going to go to my workout. So here we go. I'm going to give you an example. Here is my quad day. Quad 1. This is my leg day. I do a hack squat, a leg extension, a leg press, and a Romanian deadlift on this day. And you can see I keep track of my reps. I keep track of the weight that I used. And I keep track of the sets that I did. And my goal from week upon week upon week is making this V number, which is my volume number, go up over time. So you can see for my hack squats, I started off by doing 640, moving 640 total pounds. So the volume number, by the way, it's just going to be your reps multiplied by your weight. So for example, for my first set, I did 10 reps of 20 pounds. 10 times 20, that's 200 total pounds that I pushed for that single set. When you add all of your sets together, the total amount of weight that I pushed on hack squat on that day was 640 pounds. Does that make sense? So look, week upon week, my volume number is going up. And that's because I started out being only able to push 20 pounds on hack squat. And these days, I'm pushing closer to 50 pounds on hack squat. And my total volume now is a lot higher. And you can see I even leave little training notes. Like on the day that I performed hack squats third because the hack squat machine was taken, you can see that I was a lot weaker that day. I didn't put any weight on the machine on that day. There was one day where I performed hack squats second, but my mind to muscle was fuego. So even though I didn't push as much weight as I would have liked, my mind to muscle was really good. My connection was with the movement was really good. So do you see what I mean? So on this day, limited range of motion, low back discomfort. Like you can just keep notes and you can just keep tabs on your body. And I heard someone say, Chloe Pickford, she just posted a video where she was like, when you're like a new lifter, it can be really awesome to take really detailed notes. But like as you become more advanced, maybe you don't need to take as many notes just because you know your body and like you know what it needs and you know how to push close to failure and you just get really in tune with it. I still like to keep training notes. I think I still have more work to do in terms of learning how to get more in tune with my workouts and my body and how I'm feeling and how hard I can push. But yeah, that's progressive overload for you. I hope this was a helpful video. This concept might be the single most important thing when it comes to seeing progress. Like you can be science-based all day. You can take the most perfect training notes all day. But at the end of the day, if you're not going in and you're not training hard as fuck and you're not going up from week to week to week, it's all just baloney. Cool? Cool. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're into that. Send it to someone who you think might benefit from this information. And don't forget to click the little notification bell so you never miss another video from me ever again.